I do not know if this is going to be part 2 or the end or whatever it might be. Gonna have to take it apart and then do some more saber tooth sawing on it, kind of get my bearings again and see where we are. So I decided that I think I'm gonna go ahead and use some Gorilla Glue, the old-fashioned kind. It's amazing how many people, oops, something fell over, how many people use this and don't realize that you can activate it, make it activate a little quicker with water. Just a little sponge touch on the wood and it'll go off a lot faster. So I think we're going to use a little bit of that on the internal so it won't, you know, come out and make a mess. So we'll see. Oh, I wanted to get a scraper and scrape off that excess. It's not quite like Musty One, but it's close. It's exactly what I wanted. All right. Oh, there it is right there. That's really good for scraping off excess glue and paint, whatever you want to scrape off. I think you can get replacement blades for that, but I don't know why you'd need to unless you're really scraping. All right, well, let's get it apart. Don't know how much more I'm going to be using this stuff, but we'll see. I've got to make the other feet things for the other coasters. Okay, that thing's heavy. It kind of makes your hand hurt after a while. Okay, well, let's get the best side here. I don't think it's going to matter too much. Okay. All right, and got the feet made, ready to go with the pieces at the bottom that are going to hold the casters. All 4 corners are cut, so we'll start doing some assembly. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. That's the bottom one. So we'll put that there. So we're going to assemble all 4 legs once, and this is going to be once and for all here. All right. Guess I got an air nozzle. I'll just blow this place off. Okay, so it's standing on its own legs here. There are the holes from my original shot, so we're going to start there. And there you go. I know it'll even up when you get this on there. I was thinking about doing some kind of cross lap joint on there. I may still do that. I don't know. We'll see. I got enough lumber to swing it, so I may do that. We'll look and see. All right. Okay, well, that's assembled here and there, all the way around. Boy, that's screwed together. This is going to be holding books, and I found that out. So I decided to kind of stiffen it up a little bit, but that's pretty good there. I'm digging that. All right, well, let's, I don't know, what are we going to do? I think I'm going to get the Metabo out and what am I going to do? I think I'm going to do that cross brace. I just think that would look nice. Let's go get a towel and put right here. I might be able to find one like everywhere. I have stuff like that everywhere. Okay, she's on her feet for the first time, and I decided not to do that cross brace. I thought that might just like look a little too busy, so I'm not going to do that. Now, if somebody wanted another shelf down there, that might interfere with that thought too. But there she is. That's fine. So let's do the breadboard edge, and I'm going to do that with air, and then I'll put screws in it after I do it with air. So since those brads are kind of long, I'm a little afraid to use them on anything but what I'm about to, because they'll be going up long ways, and that'll be okay. So let's get it back up here, and let's take the feet off of it first. The casters, because I don't want to stain it with them on there or sand it or anything. I don't want sand dust getting all in the roller bearings. Okay, I got a bead of glue in there. We'll get that where it goes on the inside. when it squishes, but that don't always work, does it? Okay. So there's that, okay? Okay, you ready? Don't fire at your hand. Just double sure everything's square. Okay. Can't get the tool in there. Wait a minute. What happened? Oh, I don't know. Oh, no, I want single. What's the matter here? I don't want to do that. Why ain't it firing? Felt like the trigger broke. I don't know. Well, hang on a minute. Well, the air was on. I must not have the thing fully depressed. I'm gonna want a couple in here. Okay. Okay. And then we'll screw it from there. Make sure it didn't pop through. Didn't? All right. All right. Well, you got the gist of that now, huh? Where'd them go? There them are. So I'll be just fine. Let's see. I put my little marks. Well, that was a long time ago. I lost them. Okay. So we are going to. What are we going to do here? Let's put these like this. And then do this side. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, well, I don't really need them. It's cut well enough. All right, well, that's the way you do that. So you just fold this over. And you get your... This glue's pretty good. It's it kind of goops up at the end, but that's okay. I kind of like it. And you just do that right there. I think I'll leave it over here for now. Let's fold that up. Let it go that way. So at least some of it will scooch out that way. Hand was probably a little close for that. All right. Now I'm going to nail these from underneath and then screw them, and then I'll tighten up. That'll tighten up those edges there. So we'll cut to that in a second. Okay, so it's all nailed and glued on the base here. That's real nice and square. I think I'm just going to put one. I'll just put 2 screws in. Clean your flutes out. Yeah, that's pretty good there. Won't require too much sanding. Got a nice place to put my stuff now. Okay. Nice and flush. Okay, we're going to put these around, and then I'm going to put a couple underneath these, and then we'll probably go to sanding at that point. You want to watch that? Just say no. I don't want to watch it either. Okay, I can't get my drill in there all the way, so I have to kind of hit them sideways, which is okay. I mean, that's acceptable. Bites just as good. Maybe even better. We got plenty of play here. This drill fits in there a little better, so that's good. Just get them out of the way. Don't split the wood. That clutch, don't depend on that clutch all the time, because wood will be of varying density. Okay, that's it. Okay, I think that's it for construction. Got a few screws left over. I'm all set to put my casters on there. So I hate to say this, but sanding time is nigh. Okay, a couple little here's and there's, but it'll be fine. Let's flip it over and look at it. Boy, that makes it gets more and more solid. Wonder what the weight rating would be on that thing. Not that much, I guess. I don't see no elephant standing on it. Okay, maybe a little tiny elephant. Alright, let's not let that fall through. Okay, well, let's go see what kind of sandpaper. I'm just going to sand it, and then, you know, we'll stain it and we'll call it a day. So, I might be able to deliver this in about 4 days, 3 days. It's going to have to sit out in the sun. Oh, good, I got shade back there. So I can get my little pad sander and go back there, and that won't be too terrible. So it's almost 3. I think I'll go get a cool drink. Alright, I haven't sanded it yet, but you know, you always got to do this. So it's 11 March 2025, and good old buddy Holly was here. There you go. Okay, well, I got some sandpaper ready to go, my little pad sander. Great story behind this sander. When I moved to Chapel Hill a few years ago, more than a few I guess, and I was just leaving Pennsylvania from the roadster, well, from a place, and man, I was poor. I mean, I used to, I'm not going to go into it, but I went for long periods without eating. But anyway, walked into the Lowe's in Chapel Hill with my friend Mick, and he saw me eyeing this thing, and I walked past it, and he knew I wanted it, and he bought it for me. And because I had access to some lumber and stuff, some scrap lumber, and I was able to kind of build things without it costing me anything, hardly. So always remember that. I always remember when somebody does a nice deed for you. Alright, well, there's a little thing where you can poke holes in this. I don't see how that does it. It's never really done me any good. It's supposed to let, you know, pull the dust through, but I don't think this is going to be a big deal. I'm just going to kind of relieve the edges here, and and just kind of get, if I find a bad spot or something, try to just level it out. That's all we're going to do. All right. All right. Zing, zing, zada bean. Okay, so let's work up a little bit of, that'll be enough. We're going to thin us out some shellac and make us a spit coat. She's all sanded. I think I'm going to get I got a couple screws that are kind of hanging out there, so I want them to hang in. So there it is. I'd say, what, 30 minutes, maybe less of sanding. But it really turned out good. I mean, it just makes you look like you know how to do joinery. I mean, and so I've kind of chamfered the edges. Okay. All right. Shellac is, let's see, what was I going to tighten up them screws. Any major dude with half a heart. So that's about all the scrap I got left, so I got that pretty good. All right. So shellac's down here. All right. Oh. Now, when it comes to shellac, I'll use a good brush because it's so easy to clean. And just clean it with alcohol. Shellac's made out of wings of insects. If you didn't know that. And it's very, very good for, I wouldn't drink it, but you almost could. It's non-toxic. I don't think I want to be drinking bug wings. I am not a progressive. Okay, there's a little bit of spit coat on there. And one of the reasons I like doing this is because you can sort of load up the end grain and it won't take stain so much and won't look so funny. So you can just dab it on there and it just keeps it from giving it that funky look. So there you go. Alright, and you can do the end grain, any end grain you find. But you can tell it's just, this is a real light coat of shellac. It just makes the stain go on a little nicer. Oh, well, we're going to do that since I splattered it on there. I was anticipating that I was going to need a lot to charge up the end grain. Try to get it, just keep going over it and over it. And make sure you got it covered. Okay, so let's try that again. So you just kind of load up that end grain. Well, that's what I do. It'll look a little better. Okay, just kind of wanted to mention that. Okay, spit coat done. I'm going to let it just sit here for a little bit. I got tons of daylight left, so I should be able to get it stained here in a while. We'll take about a half hour off, let it go. So, did fine. All right. Those nails that I drove up in there, those air nails, I had to hammer them up in there a little bit because they were hanging out some. And those are, I don't want to like cutting their hands on them or catching or getting hooked or anything. So just, if you use air nails, just remember that, okay? Okay, I'm going to put the wheels back on it before I stain it. Good thing is you got down here to sort of test the stain and see how it's going to look. But you can see it's got a little gloss to it. So the oil that creeps, just give her just a little, shake it up even if you don't need to. Alright. Alright. That's good, okay. This will help it last a lot longer and feel a little better. Alright, so stir. Let's see, stain without conditioner, conditioner then stain. Okay. There we go. Got the wheels on it. Got them. It spins like a top. So let's do a test run on the bottom of it, see what it looks like. So stirred, not shaken. Okay. You end up with bubbles otherwise. Alright, well, it's not going to look much different than this. It's, I might give it another coat, give it a clear coat, but it looks okay. I mean, you know, it's alright. I think for, it's kind of, that stain's kind of hard to deal with. It wasn't that pre-stuff. This is what I got. It's just, a layer over a finish. Transform there. Okay. I don't know. I gotta say I didn't really like it very much, but it was okay. Maybe the second coat will kind of even things out. But that's it. Rolls fine. Come on. See? Told you. Rolls fine. Okay. Supposed to sit for 6 hours. I don't think it needs that. Guess I could put it over there, but I'm afraid it might blister or something. Alright, well, nothing else will paint it, but that's it. So give us a thumbs up, and I don't know what to say. And subscribe, I guess. And we'll talk later. That's going to be it. They're going to wrap this up. Alright, thanks for spending the time with me. Bye-bye.